Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, your Lawrence Cardinals will be taking on the Princeton Day School Panthers in Girls Varsity Lacrosse. In goal for the Cardinals, it's Soph Karada, and at the other end of the field, it's Grace Ulrich in there for PDS. Now, Lorelei Reedman at center for the face-off, getting ready to start the game. Up in the air the ball goes. And that was going to be grabbed by the Panthers. Panthers advancing on the Cardinal goal. Shot on goal. And Lucia McKee scores a goal to give the Panthers the early lead 1-0 over the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Well, that was 13 seconds into the game. We'll have to have another start and see who comes up with the ball. It's going to be Panthers coming away with the ball after the face-off. Panthers moving up the middle of the field, heading right back towards that Cardinal goal. Shot on goal. And that quickly, Panthers score a second goal. This time it's Natalia Soffer who puts it in the net to make it a 2-0 lead for the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Reedman again at center for the face-off. Ball goes shooting across the field, and once more it's going to be the Panthers who get to it first. Panthers advancing it down the near sideline into Cardinal territory. Now cutting over towards the goal. Cardinal defense slows them down a little bit this time. Shot on goal, and a third goal scored this time. Ava Fairbanks able to put it in the back of the net to make it a 3-0 lead for the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Cardinals getting off to a bit of a slow start here as they've allowed 3 goals within the first minute of play. Face-off's going to go bouncing out of bounds. I believe they'll just call that one back and try it again. Reedman still out at center for the face-off.
They've dealt with it before because remember the first year, Shelby freshman year when you were playing speed.
Ball's up in the air. Headed for that sideline again. And we'll go out of bounds once more. Pretty much the same place it went out of bounds last time. We'll do a take 3 on the face-off. Up in the air it goes. And again out of bounds. Once again about the same place. Certainly consistent on their face-offs. And we'll try this again. Ball went a different way this time, and the Panthers get a hold of it. Panthers running it up the middle. Now cutting around Cardinal defenders. Shot on goal. That one's going to go wide. Out of bounds. It'll be Panthers ball. Panthers put the ball back into play, passing it around. Pass behind the goal line and back out again. Panthers taking their time with it this time. Cardinal defense doing a better job keeping them away from the goal now. And in fact, it's going to be turned over to the Cardinals as Kaylin LaFlame runs the ball up the middle. LaFlame forced wide, so she'll take it around behind the goal. Pass over to Corsos. Corsos brings it back around front. That shot goes a little wide. Now they're going to call that one a pass, and the ball will be in the hands of the Panthers. Ulrich passes the ball over towards the near sideline. Panthers cut back to center and pass that one forward. Panthers trying to run that one forward. It'll be Panthers ball. Panthers pass toward the goal, shot. And it's another goal for the Panthers as Lena Wajiwa gets her first goal of the game to make it a 4-0 lead.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
7:26 left in this first quarter. Cardinals have yet to put a point on the board. So far it's been Panthers all the way as they win the faceoff and move into Cardinal territory once more. Loose ball on the field. And Cardinals will come away with it. Kaylin LaFlame moves it up the near sideline and passes that one off to Alexis Corigliano. Her pass headed over towards the sideline, but it's chased down. Can't quite tell who that is from here. Corigliano now trying to move into scoring position. She'll pass that one off to Corsos. Corsos to LaFlame. LaFlame being patient with it. She'll pass that one over to her sister. And now Corsos. Oh, loose ball out in front of the goal. And it's going to be the Panthers coming away with it. Panthers running that up the near side of the field. Unopposed so far. Pass over to center. They'll move back over to the near side of the field. Now cutting over towards the goal. And they'll hold up and pass it around some. They'll take that one behind the goal line. Now running it out front. And Lena Wajiwa gets her second goal of the game to make it a 5-0 lead for the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
5:29 left in this first quarter. Cardinals still have to answer back for some of these goals they've allowed. But it's going to be the Panthers getting the faceoff once more. Running it down the near side of the field. Now they'll pass it over towards center. Back again. And they'll work it around the perimeter, taking it behind the goal line. Around behind the goal. Pass out front does not go well. Cardinals come away with it. I believe that's Quinn LaFlame running it up the near sideline. She passes that one over to center. Pass is picked off. Shot on goal. And Shelby Ruff gets her first goal of the game to make it a 6-0 lead in favor of the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Face-off time once more. And this time it's the Cardinals coming away with it as Kaylin LaFlame will run that one down the field toward the Panthers' goal. She'll take that one back behind the goal line. Pass to Corsos. Corsos brings it out front. Ball's knocked free, but the whistle's going to return it to the Cardinals. It'll be a penalty play. Corsos taking the penalty play. And Charlie Corsos breaks the seal on the goal, gets the first point for the Cardinals, making it 1-6.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Well, now we know that goal works. Perhaps that'll serve as some motivation to get the Cardinals putting a few more in the net. Up in the air it goes. Ball's batted away.
Nice, Ava! Way to go!
And that's grabbed by the Panthers. Panthers pass it over to center and advance towards the Cardinal goal. That ball comes loose. Loose ball in the field, scooped up by the Panthers. Panthers pass it back over towards center. Now pass out in front of the goal. Oh, and that missed opportunity for the Panthers there. Turns the ball over to the Cardinals. And now Cardinals advancing. That one's stripped away. It'll be Cardinals ball. Cardinals move it over to the near side of the field, and they'll keep going. Pass back to center. And Alexis Carigliano puts it in for her first goal of the game to give the Cardinals 2 points on the board as they close that gap toward the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Reedman again for the faceoff. Ball gets away. And Cardinals grab it. I believe that's Naomi Lee who's taking the ball over toward the far side of the field. She'll pass that one off. Cardinals moving in, trying to find a way back in towards that goal again. Pass that one around. Now Kaylin LaFlame shot on goal, and it's another goal for the Cardinals, as Cardinals definitely waking up towards the end of this first quarter.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Face-off time once more out at the center of the field. Up in the air it goes. And this time it's going to be grabbed by the Panthers. Panthers running it down the middle of the field. And they'll halt and wait to get the rest of the team in position. Now here's a drive towards the goal. That's repelled by the Cardinal defense. Pass back to center. And Panthers slowing things down a little bit after that quick rush toward this end of the field. Pass way back behind the goal. Now running it around front. Loose ball, but that plays whistle to a stop. It's going to be a penalty play for the Panthers. And Natalia Salfer scores on the penalty play to make it a 7-3 lead in favor of the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Well, a minute and a half left in this first period. Ball goes up in the air, and it's going to be grabbed by the Panthers. Panthers cutting over towards center. They play through. Pass out front. No shot. That ball instead heads out of bounds. It's going to be Cardinals ball. Cardinals put the ball into play over in the far corner. And Cardinals now trying to get it away from their goal area, getting past several of the defenders. Cardinals move into Panther territory. Now, Cardinals move that one forward. Cardinals looking for a way through. Loose ball recovered by the Cardinals. Pass around behind the goal line. Time running out. Cardinals do take a shot. There's the shot, but it does not score. Instead, Grace Ulrich comes up with the ball.
Good job, keeper.
And Ulrich kills time till the buzzer sounds, and that will do it for the first quarter. Panthers got off to a furious start at this game. And late in the quarter, Cardinals started answering back, so we'll have to see what happens for the rest of the game. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with second quarter action.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. They're setting up for the face-off. Reedman out at center for the face-off. Up in the air it goes. And Cardinals come away with it. Cardinals in black heading from right to left on your screen. They move in looking to try and make up that goal deficit. Corso's looking for a way through. Can't get the shot off. She'll back up and pass that one off. Cardinals running around in front of the goal, can't get the shot off. Now Quinlan Flame working her way across. She'll pass that one inside, but that pass does not connect. It'll bounce out of bounds, turning the ball over to the Panthers. Panthers put the ball back into play with a pass up the middle. Now they'll move it over to the near side of the field, so far unopposed. Now Panthers cut over towards center. Panthers working the perimeter. Not yet committing. That one got away, but chased back down by the Panthers. Now here's a drive towards the goal. Pass around behind it. Now out front. And there's going to be a whistle on that one. That will be a penalty play for the Panthers as Ava Fairbanks will take the penalty play. That one does not score. Loose ball being batted around. And finally, the Cardinals will get it. Reedman getting double teamed there. It'll be Cardinals ball. And now Cardinals back in motion. Reedman over towards the near sideline with it. Spin move to get around defender, and she finally breaks through. She'll pass that one over to center. Cardinals take it around behind the net. Now out front again. There's a pass. And Hina Poot puts it in to score the first goal of the second quarter. Cardinals now with 4 points on the board, chasing after that 7 by the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Face-off time once more. Reedman for the face-off. Up in the air it goes, and that's going to be whistled to a stop. It's going to be Panthers with the ball. Panthers on the move immediately. They trot down the field with it. They'll drop it back and set up. Now Panthers feinting a little bit there about a drive towards the goal. Cardinal defense keeps that one at bay. They'll move it over to the near corner and back out again. Now breakthrough shot on goal, and Ava Fairbanks scores her second goal of the game to give the Panthers the 8-4 lead over the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Fairbanks is the third Panther to score 2 goals this game. And Panthers come away with the ball after the faceoff. They'll trot that one over towards the far side of the field and set up another play. The ball works free, but it's whistled to a stop. And it's going to be Fairbanks taking a penalty play. Corrado at the ready. And she deflects that one. It's going to be Panthers ball. Panthers put it back into action. And they'll work that one around the perimeter some more. Cardinals content to let them do that while they maintain position. Now pass inside, shot on goal, and Fairbanks puts another one in the net to get her hat trick. 3 goals for the game for Fairbanks.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Face-off time once more for Reedman. Up in the air goes the ball. And it's going to be Cardinals ball. Cardinals on the move up the middle. Now angling over towards the near side of the field. And it's going to be Corsos taking it around behind the goal. She'll pass that one out to LaFlame. LaFlame to other LaFlame. Cardinals working the perimeter themselves a little bit here. Shot on goal, and that one bounces in as Alexis Carigliano gets her second goal of the game to make it a 9-5 game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half. There's the face-off. And it's going to be the Panthers coming away with the ball. Panthers pass that one over towards center. Now they'll work it around a little bit. Bit of a high pass there, but it gets through. And now, I thought we had a charge on the goal, but they'll drop back. Set up once more.
Oh, yes!
Shot on goal, that bounces wide. Panthers chase it down. Now Panthers pass it back out in front of the goal. There's a drive across the goal, no shot. Panthers taking their time, trying to make this possession count. Now here's a drive up the middle, that ball gets away, and Cardinals come up with it. It's Cardinals streaking down the middle of the field, heading for the Panthers' goal. Cardinals play it over towards the far side of the field. Now they'll work it back towards center.
Go defense!
Corsos takes it around behind the goal line. Now back out front. Loose ball, and that one's scooped up by the Panthers. Panthers rushing the near sideline, now angling over towards center.
Go, Cap!
And they'll slow things down a little bit. Now passing it over towards the near sideline. Back to center. And Panthers will work the perimeter some more. Loose ball, but recovered by the Panthers. Panthers still taking their time trying to set something up. So far, Cardinals have been able to keep them at bay. Shot, and Shelby Ruff gets her second goal of the game to make it a 10-5 lead for the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
2 minutes and 14 seconds left in this first half as we go to center for another face-off with Reedman there doing the honors for Lawrence. Loose ball is going to be grabbed by the Panthers, who head back down towards the Cardinal goal, taking their time setting up their play. Now here's a run up the middle. That ball gets away. Still fighting over control of it. And eventually there, it's the Panthers who come up with it. Now Panthers cut towards the goal, shot on goal. But that one's going to be ruled no goal. I believe there was a whistle on the play before the shot was taken. Cardinals have the ball. And Reedman rushing it up the middle. Gets past one defender, now weaving her way past another. She'll pass that one forward. Cardinals advancing deep into Panther territory. They'll take it around behind the net and bring it back around front. Shot on goal, and Charlotte Corsos gets her second goal of the game to put 6 on the board for the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Just under a minute left in this first half. There's the face-off. And Panthers get a hold of the ball after quite a scramble there. Now Panthers running it down the near side of the field, angling over towards center. Cardinal defense forces them around back. Loose ball recovered by the Panthers. Gets away again, and this time Cardinals get a hold of it. Cardinals running it up the far side of the field. That ball gets away. I believe that's out of bounds on the Cardinals. But there's the buzzer to end the first half of the game. So we'll go into the halftime break with the Panthers leading 10-6 over the Cardinals. Stay tuned for second half action. LTPS TV is looking for people to become involved in creating shows for television. We need announcers and people to operate cameras, video switchers, and audio equipment. LTPS TV produces TV broadcasts of programs such as school concerts, school sports, school awards programs, and much more. We are also open to ideas for additional programming. If you are a Lawrence High School student who is interested in getting involved, see Mr. Irvin, that's me, in the District Technology Center. We're also looking for people to work lights and sound in the Lawrence High School auditorium, as well as other audiovisual related work. So see me, Mr. Irvin, in the District Technology Center to get involved.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
For those of you just joining us, we're watching Girls Varsity Lacrosse action as your Lawrence Cardinals are taking on the Princeton Day School Panthers. Cardinals got off to a bit of a slow start, but came on pretty strong towards the end of the first quarter and have been doing fairly well ever since. Right now, Cardinals have the ball over on the far side of the field, advancing towards the Panthers' goal. Yeah, over towards center field. Grigliano will trot it over toward the goal line. Looking for someone to pass to. She'll cut out front. Can't get the shot off. That pass gets away, and it's going to be picked up by the Panthers. Panthers cut back. Here's a pass back to the goalie. Oh, and that's over the goalie's head. Well, there's one of the more bizarre things that's happened in the high school sports this year. Natalia Soffer from Princeton Day School just scored on herself and gave the Cardinals a goal. Thank you, Natalia. We'll take it and move on.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
And now back to center for the faceoff with the Cardinals only trailing by 3. Plenty of time to make that up. Up in the air it goes. And Panthers get the ball. Panthers rushing down the field. Headed off by the Cardinal defense. They'll pass that one out in front of the goal. Can't get the shot off. They'll retreat and set up again. Ever since the first quarter, the Panthers have spent a lot of time setting up their shots instead of just rushing down there and scoring. Now pass over center, and action really slowed down here. Rough directing people where to go. Rough with a pass, shot on goal, and Natalia Soffer makes up for that accidental own goal that she scored for Lawrence by scoring against Lawrence. That's her third goal of the game against Lawrence, giving her a hat trick.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Seven to 11 the score. Panthers leading. It'll be Panthers with the, no, I'm sorry, that takes the ball and gives it to the Cardinals. Cardinals on the move up the middle of the field. Pass to the far side of the field. And now angling in towards the goal. That pass goes behind the goal, bounces out of bounds, turning the ball back over to the Panthers. Panthers put the ball in play with a pass to Ulrich. And Ulrich will launch it over towards the near sideline. Panthers pass back to center and right up the middle. Now a breakaway up the middle. Panthers on the move, heading towards that Cardinal goal. Shot on goal. And it's a goal for Shelby Ruff. Her third goal of the game, so she earns a hat trick as well.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
8:58 left in this third period. There's the face-off, and the Panthers get to the ball first. Pass to center does not connect. It's bouncing over towards the sideline and out of bounds. That'll be Cardinals ball. Now Cardinals put the ball into play with a run over towards center. Now pass back over towards the near sideline. And Kaylin LaFlame, who's really been strong in this game, runs it forward for the Cards. She'll take it around behind the goal line. Pass that one off to Corsos. Pass to center gets, well, a little disrupted there, and whistle on the play is going to make it Cardinals ball. In fact, that's going to be a penalty play for the Cardinals. Charlie Corso setting up to take the penalty play. Shot on goal, and Charlie Corsos puts one in the net to get her third goal of the game and give the Cardinals 8 points on the scoreboard.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
8-12 the score. Panthers still leading. And that face-off whistle to a stop. It's going to be Cardinals ball. Cardinals pass gets away, but is chased down by LaFlame. She'll continue to run that one forward. Once again forced around behind the goal. She'll pass that one around the goal. Cardinals pass inside, shot on goal. And Alexis Carigliano scores her third goal of the game to make it 9 points on the board for the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
9-12 your score with 6:53 left in the third period. Cardinals still within striking range. Up in the air goes the ball. Loose ball, and, well, Cardinals scoop it away. Having trouble picking it up there. Finally, Cardinals with the ball. Reedman getting swamped in the middle there. Cardinals ball. She'll pass that one over to LaFlame. And LaFlame runs it up the near side of the field. She'll pass that one over towards center. And Cardinals will start to work that passing game. Cardinals trying to find a way through to get in towards that goal. Here's a drive inside. That one's repelled. Now Cardinals in close. But that shot's going to be stopped by Ulrich. Ulrich passes it, and now it's Panthers on the move. Panthers continue their forward run. And that play is going to be whistled to a stop. Yellow card being issued. It's going to be Panthers ball. Panthers taking their time setting up another play. Pass inside, shot on goal, that bounces past. Panthers recover the ball. It gets away, however. And Cardinals come away with it. LaFlame running it down the near sideline, as she's done so many times today. That pass goes over to Corigliano. She sends it across. And Charlie Corsos puts it in the net for her 4th goal of the game, putting the Cardinals to within 2 points of the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Face-off time out at the center field. Up in the air it goes. And it's going to be the Panthers coming away with it. Panthers running it right up the middle toward the Cardinal goal. Fended off by the Cardinal defense. Now they'll work the ball around, trying to find another way in toward that goal. And reverting to that passing game we've seen so often. Cardinals refusing to be drawn out of position. Now Panthers advance. Here's a drive towards the goal. Repelled by the Cardinal defense. Ball gets away, but Panthers recover. Pass in front of the goal. That shot goes over the goal. It's going to be Panthers ball. Now Panthers back in motion with the ball. Slow motion, but motion. Ball gets away. Panthers ball. Now Panthers pass that one out front. Shot on goal, that one does not connect, but a whistle on the play. It's going to be a penalty play for the Panthers. Natalia Schaefer will be taking the penalty play. Shot on goal, and Natalia Schaefer gets her 4th goal of the game to make it a 13-10 lead for the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
2:33 left in this 3rd quarter. Cardinals still within striking range. There's the face-off. And Panthers get the ball. Panthers having a little trouble holding on to it, but no challenge from the Cardinals. And Panthers will work the perimeter for a while. Now advancing toward the Cardinals. They'll send it back behind the goal line. Now pass back out front. Top of the key. And they'll play it over to the far side of the field. That one's going to bounce over towards the sideline, but recovered. Pass was a little high, but Panthers managed to chase it down. Panthers moving the ball around without any serious attack yet. Now Panthers with a drive towards the goal. And another shot there as Shelby Ruff finds the back of the net for her 4th goal to make it a 14-10 lead for the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Just over a minute left in this 3rd quarter. There's the face-off. Ball bouncing around is going to be fielded by the Panthers. Panthers on a drive towards the goal. They'll take it around behind the goal. Pass it back out front. There's another attempt, but that one gets away, recovered by the Panthers. They'll take it around behind the goal line. Now back out front. Panthers with a drive in towards the goal. Ball gets away, recovered by the Panthers.
Gotta go! Come on, White, let's go!
The ball's crossed. Loose ball picked up by the Panthers. That shot, well, that was about a field goal, but no score by the Panthers on that attempt at a buzzer beater. So we'll head into the break with the Panthers leading 14-10 over the Cardinals. Stay tuned for more girls varsity lacrosse action.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Kaylin LaFlame out at center for the faceoff. Up in the air it goes. Swatted down. And Panthers scoop it up. Teams have switched directions, by the way. Panthers now going from left to right with the ball. Head deep into Cardinal territory. That pass swatted down by the Cardinals. Loose ball bouncing around on the field is recovered by the Panthers. Now Panthers working the ball around the perimeter some more. No serious attempt yet. A little bit of pressure from the Cardinals, however. Cardinals need to get aggressive here if they want to get back into this game. That pass successful. Panthers taking their time, looking quite relaxed as a matter of fact. Now here's a bit of a hustle. Now pass it back. Panthers waiting for an opportune moment, I guess. And now here's a drive inside. That one's fended off by the Cardinals. It's going to be a penalty play for the Panthers, and Lena Wajua will be taking it. Shot. And Lena Wajua gets her third goal of the game to give her a hat trick.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Face-off time. Up in the air it goes. And it's grabbed by the Panthers. Panthers on the attack, fended off by the Cardinal defense. Panthers will take it back behind the goal line and send it back out front. Shot on goal, that one's going to go out of bounds. Panthers ball. And now Panthers put the ball back into play. They run around in front of the goal, but couldn't get the shot off. Instead, they'll pass that one over towards the far sideline. Panthers advancing on the Cardinal goal. That play is broken up. I believe that was LaFlame who got in there. But the ball's recovered by the Panthers. Shot on goal, that one is rejected. Cardinals ball, and Cardinals in motion, running it down the near side of the field. I believe that's LaFlame. She'll pass that one forward. That one gets away. And it's going to be grabbed by the Panthers. The pass may have been a little too strong. Got out in front of the Cardinals. But now Panthers returning on the near sideline. Out of bounds, Cardinals ball. Cardinals back in motion, running it down the near sideline. Forward pass. And Corsos will pass it back behind the net. Right back to her. Across the center, and that one gets away. Recovered by the Cardinals. Cardinals trying to find a way in towards that goal. They'll pass it around behind the net. Shot on goal, that one's rejected. Recovered by the Cardinals. Loose ball, another shot on goal, that time stopped before it even gets there. Another shot on goal. That one's going to bounce over the goal and out of bounds. Cardinals ball. Corsos puts it back into play for the Cards. She'll pass that one off to Quinn LaFlame. Cardinals working the perimeter a little bit. Now running it behind the Panthers goal. And Charlie Corsos gets one past Grace Ulrich to put 11 points on the board for the Cards.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
That was Corso's 6th goal of the game, earning her a second hat trick. If she keeps this up, she's going to need a hat rack. And it's going to be Cardinals with the ball. Cardinals put the ball into play on the far sideline. Now angling in towards the Panthers goal. That ball gets away, but recovered by the Cardinals. Cardinals looking for a way through. Corso's getting quadruple teamed there. In fact, a whistle on the play. And that's going to be a penalty play for the Cardinals. Corso's on the move. Shot on goal goes wide. Cardinals ball. Cardinals right back in action with it. Cardinals back behind the goal. Now pass out front. That one gets away. Recovered by the Cardinals. Cardinals take it behind the goal line once more. Now pass back out front. LaFlame over to Poot. Poot to Lipko. Pass to LaFlame gets away and is recovered. Now Cardinals pass it a little too far. That's going to go out of bounds and turn it over to the Panthers. Panthers play that one off to Ulrich, who sends it over towards the near sideline. That was going to bounce out of bounds, turning the ball back over to the Cardinals. But in the meantime, we're going to have a timeout called. So we'll take a quick break and be right back with more girls varsity lacrosse action.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Well, it's going to be Cardinals ball from the near sideline. The scoreboard comes back, and now Cardinals put the ball into action. Now play it across towards the far side of the field. And pass that one behind the goal line. Cardinals bring it back out front, but heavy defense there. Loose ball, and that one's going to be scooped up by Ulrich. Ulrich passes that one over towards the near side of the field, and it's the Panthers on the move up the near sideline. Panthers head into Cardinal territory. Now pass that one over towards center. Now drive on the goal. Shot on goal. And Ava Fairbanks is going to get her fourth goal of the game to give the Panthers a 16-11 lead over the Cardinals.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Face-off timeout at midfield.
Not white.
Up in the air it goes. And Panthers get a hold of it. Now Panthers advancing it. They'll hold up and try and set up a play. Challenged by the Cardinals. The ball gets away, but recovered by the Panthers. And another Cardinal challenge. Panthers approaching the goal. That shot rebuffed by the Cards. Corrado sure has come under fire a lot today. She's kept a lot of them out of the goal. But not that one, as Elizabeth Bailey gets her first goal of the game to make it a 17-11 game.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
A minute 46 left in the game.
It's like number 1 plays number 17.
There's the face-off.
So if you're in the middle,
Loose ball. Going to be swatted out of bounds by the Panthers. Nope, they're calling that one Panthers ball. Now Panthers back on the move. They'll back off and reset. Pass to center. Shot on goal. That one bounces wide. Panthers ball. Panthers put that one back into play quickly. Shot on goal. And Natalia Soffer gets her 5th goal of the game to make it an 18-11 lead for the Panthers.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Less than a minute left on the clock in this game. Loose ball is picked up by Panthers. Panthers pass in front of the goal. Shot on goal. And Shelby Ruff gets her 5th goal of the game to make it a 19-11 lead for the Panthers with 25 seconds left on the clock.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Probably the final face-off of the game.
do it. And I can get catering from Taqueria, and then we can get everybody.
In the air it goes. And that's going to be awarded to the Cardinals. Cardinals on the move. Running it toward the Panther goal. Cardinals ball. Cardinals once again in action. Pass behind the goal. Now out front. And there's the buzzer bringing the game to a close. Panthers win by a score of 19-11. But at times the game was much closer than that as Cardinals put up a good fight in this very high-scoring game. I think both teams can be proud of their efforts. Thanks to Max Fogdahl for working camera for this event, and thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in again next time for more exciting Cardinal sports action on LTPS TV.